I'm just piles of fun. Haley Hemorrhoid. Welcome back to another episode of Ask Haley. Don't forget, before the end of the video, go ahead and leave me some comments with some questions for the next episode of Ask Haley, so that way I can keep doing this. Also, an update, your girl got titties. Leveling up. So I'm just gonna jump right in. The first question is from Lego Pokemon. It's kind of a two-part question. What made you want to be a YouTuber, and what makeup do you use? I wanted to be a YouTuber because my first kind of like being introduced to drag, like the first thing I was ever shown, was actually the Trixie and Katya show. And so my first kind of like memories of drag is from YouTube. So of course in my mind I'm like, oh, if I ever do drag, I want to become a famous drag YouTuber. So that's kind of how that began. The two brands I use the most are probably NYX and Anastasia Beverly Hills. But I use a couple other different brands like for little things here and there. Like my blush, I think is Milani. For my powder, I use Airspun. Clown White is Ben Nye. So I use like a handful of different ones. I think I even have some palettes from like Kat Von D. Next question is from CrimsonThis11, one of my regular subscribers who's always super nice to me. If you become famous, will you remember us? Nah, I'm just kidding. How can I forget the ones who started following me from the beginning, commented on every single video, and always show me that love from the very start? Like, I hope I never forget you guys. Nomad says, do you think you can be on RuPaul's Drag Race? That is kind of my end goal. Well, not end goal because it doesn't end there, but it is like a kind of long-term, maybe even short-term goal for me. Paul Miltenberger asks, if you were a Pokemon, what Pokemon would you be? I think I would probably be Jinx because of crazy face and she thick AF just like me. If we're talking looks-wise. Personality-wise, I'm Jigglypuff because I put everyone to sleep. I'm definitely gonna say this name wrong and I feel really bad because you're always liking my Instagram stuff and commenting on my YouTube videos. But Rosetta Cemental? Correct me on the pronunciation on that, I apologize. What inspires you and what do you think about All-Stars? So my biggest inspirations originally were pretty much all of the queens on RuPaul's Drag Race because I saw Trixie and Katya first and just all these other queens that were really famous and making a name for themselves, and that just kind of inspires me to want to be like that one day too, you know? And All-Stars, I love All-Stars. I think the All-Star seasons are even better than the regular seasons because it's always queens that you know, and they're always like 10 times more fierce than they were in their own seasons because they've had all that time to like change and grow and level up and all that stuff. I think All-Stars 4 so far has been probably the most exciting season of All-Stars in my opinion. Clayton Chatton says, why don't you love me like a love song like Selena does? I guess my repeat button is broken. And lastly, Quinn Brady says, do you have a preference on white cream makeup? I think I mentioned in the question I answered about what kind of makeup I use that I use Ben Nye for Clown White. So that's exactly what I use. It's Ben Nye Clown White. It comes in like a container. It's real creamy, and I use that for almost my entire face because I highlight almost my whole face with it. That's all the questions I had for this episode of Ask Haley. Again, remember to leave me some comments with some more questions. That way I have some more to answer here soon. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, like, comment, of course subscribe, and go follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that good stuff. See you next week.